Hey y'all, welcome back to Between a Hot Mess and a Therapist, your not so typical self-help podcast for high responsibility helpers who are tired of pretending they are fine. I'm your host, Shawna Lovin, a seasoned therapist, Texas LPC supervisor, 3-5 emotional projector, and a total tree-hugging auntie rebel who believes healing can be natural. Of course, with compassion and a little cussing. If you're watching on YouTube, listening in your car, hiding in the bathroom at work, or staring at your ceiling at 2 a.m., baby, I already know what kind of week you're having. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfy, and let's dive in. Major milestones have a really funny way of making you pause. You start looking through pictures and thinking, wait, am I really living the life that I actually want? Or did I just get really good at managing the one that I ended up with? I know either question is really rude, but when you're in a space where you're just trying to enjoy some cake to celebrate this milestone, there's something about those moments that hit you a little differently. It's not because you were looking at the pictures. It was just that I didn't understand or I didn't see one version of myself. I actually saw different versions of me. And I realized that I had been shrinking my story for a really long time. So I want you to consider this little manifesto for me stopping that. As you know, I am a therapist, which means I hold space and I ask the hard questions. And yes, I probably know already, have noticed those patterns before you've even finished the story. It's an occupational hazard, but don't fault me for that. I'm also an LEO wife. I'm still learning to love in real time and what it means to be scared to death because you don't know if your spouse is going to come home sometimes. But I'm learning to move through that everyday love and be able to show that every day. Not some highlight reel that you would find on Instagram. No, I'm a mom. I have this soft space in me. I'm also the snack supplier. I'm the chaos coordinator, and I am emotional regulation coach before I even had coffee, which should be illegal. But in either case, that's just another part of me. I'm also a fur mama. I have pets who've got their own opinions, routines, and significantly more authority than I actually planned for. I will admit my husband probably taught them some bad habits, but my floor actually may have more fur on it than I'd like. And my heart is still a little tender from losing my Boston several months ago. But I love my babies. I'm also a Disney girl who still believes that wonder actually counts. And yes, I'm grown. Yes, I still want my ears. We're not going to be talking about that. And yes, I secretly still wish that I worked there. I'm a woman who wants to travel way more than I do. I want to travel so badly sometimes that I actually became a travel agent before I even had a real travel business. Some people do vision boards. I get certifications. I mean, hey. I'm also a fishing version of me. The one who needs the quiet, the patience, the real reset that comes with that. And if I actually catch something, I am absolutely going to be the person mentioning it more than once. Please believe. I'm also your NASCAR girly. The speed, the strategy, the noise, the drama, the peace inside, the chaos of 200 miles an hour. Yeah, we're not really going to unpack that today, but do know your girl is a diehard NASCAR fan. I'm learning firearm safety and proficiency, not because it's my whole personality, but I am married to an officer and I do live in Texas, so that just kind of wrote itself. I'm also a maker, finding her way back to herself. Natural products, gardening, baking, trying things with my hands, and acting genuinely surprised when they really do work. Some things grow, some things flop, other things just become a lesson. And that's the same thing we deal with in life. I'm building a t-shirt business with my family. Let's do healing, but we're going to make it wearable. Something that we're building in real time together and on purpose. And if you haven't noticed, the name is 1020 Quartermaster, and there's meaning behind that. Here's what nobody tells you. The world is going to keep asking you to pick one thing, one niche, one lane, one version of yourself that's the scariest, which is the easiest to explain at a dinner party. And if you're a helper, a therapist, a nurse, a teacher, a first responder, that pressure becomes even louder because your profession has already decided who you are. And anything outside of that parameters or those boxes feels like a distraction at best and a liability at worst. But here's what I know after 25 years of sitting with people who are exhausted and disconnected and running on empty. Most of y'all don't burn out because they work too hard. You burn out because you abandon yourself too much. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. You have abandoned yourself too much. And you continue to try to fit inside a box that was never big enough for you. So when I say the fishing version of me, that's the one that keeps me sane, right? The Disney girl, she's the one that keeps this wonder space alive. The maker, the NASCAR girly, the woman building something with her hands, the thing with my family. All these parts don't distract me from my purpose. They actually protect it. All of that counts. It all belongs. And the moment you start to treat that parts of yourself that don't fit in the professional bio, then that's when your slow draining starts to happen. So if you've been told to pick just one, pick a lane and stay there. Now, I know there's reasons we do want to do that, but for the most part, if people tell you you just want to pick a lane, if you're just quietly shrinking the parts of yourself that don't fit neatly in your job title or your role or what people expect of you or someone like you, then let me say this. You are not too much. You are not unfocused. You are a whole human being. Remember, you are a whole human being, and you were never meant to fit inside just one box. Give yourself permission to be all of it. The professional and messy person, the serious and the silly one, the one who holds the space for everyone else, and the one who still needs her Disney ears. All of it counts. All of it is allowed. I just wanted to drop this today because this is what was the message that was actually put on my heart. I hope you found it helpful. Until next time. All right, my loves, that's another episode in the books, and I'm out. Now, I need you to go drink some water, touch some grass, get a sip of sunlight, take a pause, and stop acting like your nervous system is optional. And yes, you are basically a houseplant with complicated emotions. If you needed this today, tell me about it, tell me what landed, hit follow, and send this to the I'm fine friend who is absolutely not fine, and you know who I'm talking about. And if you want to work with me, everything you need is linked in the show notes because Auntie doesn't do energy sucking DMs. Okay, love you. Bye.